Micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, over the years have proven to be engines of growth of their various economies. Nigeria is no exception, and our MSMEs are taking their pride of place in growing the gross domestic product (GDP), promoting economic growth and wealth creation. MSMEs operations create employment, assist in development of local technology, generate employment, develop a pool of skilled and semi-skilled workers for future industrial expansion, and ensure a steady supply of primary and semi-processed inputs for the large manufacturing sector of the economy. The Bank of Industry (BOI), as a development finance institution, is contributing its quota by ensuring that Nigerian MSMEs fulfill these strategic roles by providing financial and technical support to entrepreneurs across the country. Tonight's edition of the program will feature two of BOI's beneficiaries in Enugu State. Our spotlights are on Micho Palm Nigeria Limited, an agro-based business involved mainly in the processing, marketing and distribution of palm kernel oil and other palm and agro-based products, and Dynozin Nigeria Limited, a plastic manufacturing company. We shall begin with Micho Palm Nigeria Limited. The company was incorporated in 2010, and with the active support of the Bank of Industry, it currently has the capacity to crush over 180 tons of palm kernel per day and employs 60 direct and indirect staff. Welcome to this week's edition of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza Oyewunmi. Micho Palm Nigeria Limited is an agro-based business involved mainly in the processing, marketing and distribution of palm kernel oil and other palm and agro-based products. Over the past 15 years, it has more than doubled its capacity and is now one of the leading producers of palm kernel oil in Enugu State. The Chief Executive Officer of Micho Palm Nigeria Limited, Sir Okwi Ezike, spoke on how he ventured into palm kernel business.
Micho Palm Nigeria Limited is a child of my brain, where when I intended to go into full-time agricultural products, I decided to go into palm kernel crushing and all the value chain in palm kernel business. So I now decided to register a company with CAC called Micho Palm Nigeria Limited, so that I could be able to have a bigger picture and a bigger undertaking in agro-industry business. Our capacity is installed to crush up to 180 tons. A good quality palm kernel has 40% oil content. The first crushing we extract about 25%, remaining 15% in the cake. We now send it to the final crushing. The final crushing machine will now extract another about 10%, leaving 5 or 6%. So when it is remaining that 6%, we now leave it. You can't extract it again using our machines. So that cake now with 6% oil content is major ingredients in animal produce, animal feeds, pig feeds and the poultry feeds. That's the major ingredients in making them. So the companies have to buy it for their animal feed. That's why we have now also established a pig farm to be able to leverage on the PKC business. So then the oil itself, the crude oil, when you refine it, refining it just means subjecting the oil to a certain temperature and it will separate, removing the odor, the crude oil odor and the crude oil colors, giving you the glittering golden color vegetable oil. There's not much waste in palm kernel crushing business. For instance, what you could call waste is the shell. That shell that is separated, people still come to buy it. That's what you could call waste. But it will no longer call it waste because it is a very source of energy for fire. So there are people who still come to buy it, though very cheap anyway, but since it is not thrown away, you can't call it waste. Then the other one, what we can call the old scrap iron from the service machines, is no longer a waste because we pack them somewhere. There are scrap dealers that comes to buy them. Coming to this packaging side, we just came into the market this year. At the moment now, we are just doing about 100 tons a month in the market because we have not been able to get the logistics to extend our products across this state. We are only concentrating on Enugu State and the BOI State for now.
Maintenance manager at Micho Palm Nigeria Limited, Agu Emmanuel, explains some of the company's production process.
Welcome to Micho Palm Nigeria Limited. I'm the maintenance manager of this establishment. This is where the motor will position, and it's from here the kernel will go into this place. This is an elevator that will elevate it, carry the kernel up to the shaker. This will now remove the impurities. It will separate the kernel, disengage the kernel. You see the kernel and the uncrack, the impurities, all of them will come out. And from there, it will now move again to another elevator. This is an elevator that will go up, it will carry the kernel up to the upper. This place is called the upper chamber where we store the kernel. Also, we also have a reservoir. When this place is filled, we also store some kernel here. This is a conveyor that will convey the kernel to this other place, to the floor, where we will store it for further use. Now, when you come into this place, this is where all the processes begin. From here, we will start crushing. The first crushing will take place from here. So from here, we will crush the first kernel. So after crushing the first kernel, the chaff will go into the conveyor. Then the conveyor will now pick it up to the upper. Then from the upper, this is the conveyor. So once we on this machine, the machine will crush the kernel, separate the oil from the chaff. The chaff will now goes into this place. The chaff is known as the cake.
Sir Ezike spoke on how the company was able to acquire palm kernel crushing machines through the support of BOI.
Came in contact with Bank of Industry in 2017. That was when one of my friends directed me. The man told me, no, let us apply. I just gave a trial, and then within 1 month, I got the first loan from Bank of Industry. That was around about 40 million naira. So that gave us the energy to construct this second warehouse. Because when we received that money for raw materials, we can now be able to use the money we had before to do expansion. So it gave us the economic power, the financial power to build this second warehouse. So, but that was for a year. The loan will last for a year. Then I now put up a request for renewal in 2019, which they approved at 68 million naira. They gave us 68 million naira, and that is the one that is expiring now. That is one that is getting to, we are getting to, because it is a term loan that you pay a certain amount of money every month. So we are almost at the end of that one we got in 2019. So it has been of great, tremendous help to us, to give us the power to expand. Because when you are sure you have money to buy raw materials, if you have other money before, you now try to expand. Because the business in this palm kernel crushing business is enormous, that you have not even done half of the value chain. But because we now know that we have some funds from Bank of Industry, we decided to go into this one now to go and refine and come back to can. And it is moving the market. So Bank of Industry has been of tremendous help. 2017, when we took the first loan from Bank of Industry, our capacity then was not above 60, 70, 80 tons of crushing palm kernel per day. And we were having about 7 expellers. That expeller is the crushing machine. But now we have 15. And now we can crush up to 180 if we have the kernel. So, and as we increase in this our capacity, our staff strength also increases. By that 2017, we are having about 20-something to 30 workers. But currently, we are on 60. We have, at least, I'm sure, as at last month, we are having about 65 staffs at the present. So this, as the capacity increases, our staff strength also increases.
Regional Manager Southeast at the Bank of Industry, Gabriel Jonathan, spoke about BOI's intervention in Micho Palm Nigeria Limited.
Micho Palm is one of our success projects in Enugu State. The company is into PKO, and we've given the company 2 loans so far, two loans, and which it paid off successfully without any issues. And recently we obtained approval for another facility, for a 3rd facility. Micho Palms is one of our very, very good accounts at the bank, and we are very proud to be associated with Micho Palms. We supported him through working capital, and the next facility we're going to give him is also for working capital. But we're hoping that in the future we can do more for him, because we also know that he wants to go into the refinery angle of the business.
In Enugu, you can find Cholin vegetable oil at New Market, Akwata New Market, Akwata Old Park, Abani New Market, and Oyewunmi New Market. Then at Abakaliki, that international market, you can see our product there. We have distributors there also. So at the moment, we are only concentrated in Enugu and Ebonyi. Very soon we go into Anambra State, go into Nsukka, go into Makurdi, Kogi State. Okay, we have a small dealer in Kogi State who is just picking up. So he is just picking up, but very soon he will start collecting our products in larger quantities.
For over 6 decades, Bank of Industry has been here, driving Nigeria's industrial development through financial and business support services to micro enterprises, small and medium enterprises, and large enterprises across Nigeria. Leveraging on strategic partnerships, we provide equipment financing, working capital, and support to enterprises in key sectors of Nigeria's economy, including youth and women-led enterprises. Whatever your business needs, starting up, expansion, diversification, modernization, or rehabilitation, we'll be here, always to support you. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
That was our visit to Micho Palm Nigeria Limited. Next is our visit to Dynozin Nigeria Limited, a company whose main business is in the production and distribution of quality industrial paint buckets and other household plastics. The company started operation in a rented apartment in 2012, and with the support of the Bank of Industry, the company has relocated to a newly built production factory in Enugu and purchased more machineries. The market for plastic is quite huge due to its high demand by individuals and businesses that have the need to store and package items for domestic and industrial purposes. Production manager and Dynozin Nigeria Limited, Christian Nweze, showed us the machines acquired with the support of BOI.
This is where we mix our materials. In this place, our materials are done in different forms. Like we'll have a different type of materials. Virgin material is here, and this is a blue master badge. This has different color. Master badge are different color. It can easily help. It will help you to do different colors of production, being it buckets, hanger, as we produce them, or bath, basin. Those are the things. And in our mission, while we use this thing, this basin material, it will help to strengthen the product, so that each time, if our product, like the sun do visit us here, if they test our product, it will look more stronger than every other one in the market. This is where we produce our hanger. Yeah, like these are hangers, very, very strong. It will take for you to produce at least one, it comes in pairs. Each production comes in pairs. Like whenever it opens, it comes in pairs. These are bath. Our basin, this is 30-liter basin. This is our 30-liter basin. It's so strong that even though you hit it on the floor, it will not break. So, because of what the material, the kind of material we mix, we do 70-30 in our mixture. Because we use local purchased material, raw material, and we mix it with virgin material. It will help us to produce a stronger product, which if you hit it on the floor, it will not break so fast. And here is our machines. This machine is one of our biggest machines for now. It produces at 69. At the end of it, it will get you to 72 seconds per a production. So helping us to get up to 50, at least 50 pieces of basin in every 1 hour. So times it by 10 hours for the shift of those of them that work in day shift, it will help us to get up to 500 to 600 pieces of basin in every shift, at day shift. At night, we usually do night shift. That night shift will help us do up to 1,000 or more than. So at the end of the day, 24 hours, we'll get up to 1,400 or 1,500 pieces. This, we'll call it a waste product. And at the end of it, we'll take it to a crusher. We'll have a crusher that will crush it in the pieces so that it will help us, it will recycle back to the machine at the end of the day.
General Manager at the company, Kingsley Ede, at an interview told us more about the business.
When we set up the business, specifically we saw the business for us to provide packaging materials for manufacturing firms before the startup. The manufacturing firms in Enugu go to Onitsha or Lagos to get their packaging material. Initially, we started with paint companies. We produce plastic buckets for them, different types of plastic buckets, ranging from 4 liters to 20 liters. We have domestic buckets, like 15 liters, 8 liters. We have egg crates. We have pegs. We have a lot of products right now. Basically, we tend to focus on the southeast, Enugu, Ebonyi. I'm part of Cross River. That is when you go to Ikom and Ogoja. We also go to Onitsha. We also sell to Onitsha. But recently, we've been dealing with people in Lagos because of our pegs. So people in Lagos have been buying from us. We also look at the market in the middle belt, like Benue State, because we know they also produce paints there. We have companies that produce paint there. We are also looking forward to be producing packaging materials for them. Our current market size at the moment, right now, we have like 10 machines right now. And with these 10 machines, we think we can meet up with our demand, though not all our demand. Right now, we have capacity of 5 tons of material per day. We make sure that all our waste are being recycled. That's our number one policy here. There is no waste. All our waste are being recycled. Like I earlier said, we have entered into alliance with local vendors, especially the scavengers, and we try to enlighten them, to tell them the risk of all this waste, the negative impact to the environment. So we've entered business with them, we buy from them, and in order to use it again and produce and to make the environment clean.
He spoke further on how the company's production has improved with BOI support.
The relationship with Bank of Industry has been wonderful and mutually beneficial. They gave us a loan in a time we needed to automate our recycling line, and we are very, very happy and grateful for that. With this recycling line bought from the loan given to us by the BOI, we are able to improve our production and the longevity of our machines, because initially before the loan, we do produce without proper treatment of this recycled material. But with this new recycle line, we are able to process this recycled material at least to look like a virgin material. Honestly, I must say, before the support from the Bank of Industry, the job has been hectic on our staff. But with this recycling line that we just bought, it has made the production seamless. We don't normally engage in manual processing. It's now automated. When you put the recycle, you go back to the output side and receive everything without doing much. We employed additional staff because we needed someone who can use the machine perfectly. So we try to get more workers for that particular recycling line. We have more than 30 workers. We are working on our expansion. We've moved from manufacturing packaging product firm to domestic product, and we are also looking at going to agro-aligned product and food. Bank of Industry know how to identify good business plan, and they also give us ideas, good ideas how to improve our productivity. We thank them for that. We appreciate them for their support, and we are also looking forward for more loans.
Regional Manager Southeast at the Bank of Industry, Gabriel Jonathan, shed more light on BOI's intervention in Dynozin Nigeria Limited.
Dynozin is into plastic production, household plastic production in MNA. And what we did for Dynozin was to provide it with a term loan facility and working capital to enable it procure additional machines and also raw materials to boost its operations. Interesting thing about Dynozin is that the chief promoter is a lady. So we're also proud to have supported a female entrepreneur.
I'm sure you saw firsthand how BOI Fund has assisted these entrepreneurs. It is indeed inspiring to see the zeal of entrepreneurs as they go about growing their businesses and the impact of BOI funds on their operations. They're still able to make profit and generate employment. For those of you who are in need of the bank's support, please do not hesitate to visit the bank's website, www.boi.ng, or any of our offices in your state. Our officers are ever available to assist you. Please join us next week for another engaging edition of BOI Impact. I am Hadiza Oyewunmi. Thanks for watching.